MBE Enclosures has his own YouTube channel, and this guy is an animal when it comes to designing boxes.
Unbelievable. I couldn't even believe that there was 2 8s in there.
This guy right here is doing something special.
I welcome y'all to MBE. What you about to see, box building in a different league. In this SQL scene, believe that money ain't a thing when it comes to its kings. Now that's fact, not fiction. Call 44694 48 then 18. Don't matter, you got 4 8s or 1 8 or anything between. He got what you need.
This is my crew. This is my gang. These are my kings. Okay, this is Jamare, Yates, box. Okay. It is for 2 SoloX 15s. This is a Durango truck box. Dual ports, the brace in the ports. I believe this box is being shipped out to Texas. Large boxes like this, I have to build their own pallet and ship them out by freight. It is the specs. It's actually 5.5 cubes per, so a little bit more, extra foot. They recommend 10 cubes. The reason why he has twin ports is because I couldn't put that massive size port on one side and have the subs there. And I didn't want to put it at the bottom, and because of the width of the port, it would have been not as wide. Possibly lead to some chuffing. So what I did was took the required port area and just cut it in half. And instead of putting the port in the middle and having the sub on each side, which wouldn't have worked with the width of the port necessary for them to breathe, I just cut it in half. Now they're fitting there fine and leave me plenty of space for the mounting and the bracing on the inside of the box. Of course, you know, I do believe in dowel rods. I think that's the effective bracing. Those dowel rods right there are 1.5 inches thick. And then the baffle itself, as you can see, is 2.25 inches thick. Give you a nice little bite. Keeps the hollow sound out, especially on some bracing right here. So that's why I put 2 rods there, and then came back and still supported it on each side, even though you have the port walls, but even more bracing. Keep the box just as rigid as possible. Wouldn't have to do all this if I had to pour it down the middle, because the walls of the enclosure itself would accommodate more bracing. And then because of the port wall being so, the outside port wall being so tall, I put a brace there as well on both ports, so that we don't get no resonance or vibration on that wall. And we're limited in space, so that's what I had to do. He couldn't get a double wall. I didn't even know if he wanted to pay the double wall price. That makes the box substantially heavier. And you're gonna have to do something to your suspension system to keep the box. As it is right now, this box weighs about 200 pounds, 200 some odd pounds. Get at me at 404-694-4818. If you want something like this for your enclosure, for your setup. Yeah, that gorilla stucker. And you see that gorilla shadow. The real silverbacks. Gorilla's black. Y'all be blessed.